We have amazing clinical staff who provide excellent care to all of our patients, and now we have a building that reflects that as well, so it's really exciting.
Tonight on Newswatch, the project is almost complete. An East Central Illinois hospital is set to open a new cancer center, and we'll take you inside the facility for a first look at what patients can expect.
Plus, a doctor accused of 4 murders is sentenced in an 8-year-long case. We'll tell you where this case stands for the man with ties to Terre Haute. Eric, the rain has moved out.
That's absolutely right. The rain has moved out, and the clouds are going to be doing so as well.
After years of planning, a new cancer treatment center is about to open. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Durante Matthews.
And I'm Kaylee Custer. The grand opening for the Sarah Bush Lincoln Health Center's new cancer facility is just days away, and the staff say they couldn't be more excited.
That's right, Kaylee. I spoke with the director of the center, and she says the $15.8 million facility provides updated equipment and potentially life-saving treatment. An idea that started 3 years ago is now a reality. The Sarah Bush Lincoln Regional Cancer Center is just days away from its grand opening. Director of the facility, Colleen Swick, says with their number of cancer patients growing over 30%, the new facility is long overdue.
The new building is approximately 21,000 square feet, so close to 3 times the size, which will allow for space for patients as well as their families to be able to be treated comfortably when they're here.
Well, more impressive than its size are its new features, including nurse navigators, a larger chemotherapy room, better radiation equipment, and a healing garden for relaxation.
You know, they're here for treatment and they know that, but having any type of a distraction or something else to focus on is very soothing for patients.
Clinic team leader Christy Hudden is one of many staff members moving to the new facility. She says their current center is just too small.
There's not enough space, work, computers, whatnot. As far as patients go, patients can't have loved ones in the chemo room with them currently. That's going to be fixed.
While the staff is excited for the new facility, Hudden says it's also giving patients renewed hope.
The patients are so excited. They cannot believe what we're getting. They have said for years that we need more space and that, you know, things need to be more comfortable for them.
The hospital staff is hosting an open house Sunday from 11 to 3 at the new facility just off Route 16. Swick says the centers will officially start treating patients November 7th.
Break that down in our full Skywatch report. Kaylee, Durante, back to you.
Thanks, Eric. In tonight's Crime Watch, a former Terre Haute doctor is found guilty of murdering 4 people with ties to an Omaha, Nebraska medical school. Prosecutors say 42-year-old Anthony Garcia, motivated by revenge against 2 doctors who were instrumental in his firing from the medical school in 2001. The other 2 victims included an 11-year-old who was a son of one of the doctors, along with a family housekeeper. The jury will meet again Friday to decide whether aggravated factors exist to merit the death penalty. And in tonight's Crime Watch, police in Urbana need your help finding suspects in an armed robbery. The Urbana Police Department say 2 suspects robbed the Sprint store in the 1700 block of South Philo Street last night. The suspects reportedly demanded property from a 21-year-old store clerk and tied him up. Then they took personal items and cell phones from the victim and the store. Anyone with information is encouraged to call the Urbana Police Department or Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. Complaints are rising about the mail-in voting process in Illinois. The Illinois State Board of Elections is alerting voters throughout the state about the process of voting by mail. The board wants voters to know third-party organizations are allowed to send voters applications to receive a mail-in ballot. Voters that have applied for a vote by mail ballot but did not receive it have the option to vote in person during the early voting period or on Election Day. Polling places are open from 6 in the morning to 7 in the evening on Election Day. Bobcat hunting licenses are being bought by Illinois residents not looking to hunt. Conservationists are wanting to reduce the number of bobcats killed in the state. Residents are applying for bobcat hunting permits in Illinois with no intention of using them. Bobcats have spent over 20 years on Illinois' endangered species list, but ecologists say hunting plays a major role in conservation. The season is scheduled to open with trapping on November 5th. Eric, you're not tricking us. The 70-degree weather is returning.
That's absolutely right. We're going to be seeing a string of sunny days coming up, and a warm-up is even in store, possibly to the 70s. And when we bring in that next chance of rain, I'll break all that down in my full Skywatch report coming up next.
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are continuing their battleground blitz. Thursday's campaign events come on the heels of new poll numbers and another day of contention. The rival camps taking shots at each other from different parts of the map. Reed Binion reports.
Under budget and ahead of schedule.
Donald Trump touting his business acumen Wednesday at the ribbon cutting for his new hotel, giving the non-campaign event an unmistakably political theme.
This is what I want to do for our country.
Trump also giving a shout out to former House Speaker Newt Gingrich, a strong supporter.
That was an amazing interview. We don't play games, Newt, right?
Trump praising Gingrich for his fiery exchange with Fox News host Megyn Kelly after Kelly brought up the sexual assault allegations against Trump.
You are fascinated with sex and you don't care about public policy.
Me?
Now, that's
Really?
what I get out of
Trump's ribbon cutting followed by campaign events in North Carolina. As he vacates that battleground state for events in Ohio, Trump will be replaced by Hillary Clinton, campaigning in North Carolina with First Lady Michelle Obama. With polls still showing a national lead for Clinton, she said Wednesday she's not taking anything for granted, but she did seem to be looking well past Election Day.
I certainly intend to reach out to Republicans and independents, the elected leadership of the Congress.
Republican vice presidential nominee Mike Pence somewhat scoffing at that comment and predicting a Trump win.
I'm really glad that when Hillary Clinton is on her way to being a private citizen, she's going to meet with the leadership in the Congress.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Meanwhile, Nevada and Florida are apparently battleground states once again. That's according to CNN's latest electoral college map just last week. They were classified as lean Democratic, but Florida and Nevada appear to be snapping back to their traditional toss-up status. The new CNN snapshot gives Hillary Clinton 272 electoral votes from states either solidly or leaning in her direction. Donald Trump has a total of 179 electoral votes from states either solidly or leaning in his direction. That leaves 87 electoral votes up for grabs in battleground states. A candidate must win 270 electoral college votes to become president. Finally tonight at 104, Emily Syrian may be the oldest living Cleveland Indians fan. Born in 1912, she lived through women's suffrage, prohibition, the Great Depression, and 2 world wars. But one thing hasn't changed in all those years, her enthusiasm for the home team. She got to throw out the first pitch on her 100th birthday, and as nice a gift as that was, Emily wants one more thing from the team.
I thought, oh, this is the year, this is the year. But it never came. Win one before I die. That's what I want. And I told them enough. I think they know it now.
Emily watched them win the World Series in 1948 and has waited nearly 7 decades to see it again.